Howdy, y'all. This is TJ, and as you can see, I'm in the shop. I'm about to cut out a few of my little color-filled crosses. If you'll notice, there's extra wood around. That's because I built a dam around them out of plumber's putty. So when I pour it, it doesn't run out. So I'm not wasting wood. There's a reason. For those of you that don't know me, I've been scrolling since I'm 19, and now I'm 59, so for 40 years I've been doing this. Over the last 20 years, my woodwork's been featured in several magazines, galleries, newspaper articles, and you know, everybody does things a little different. So you might see some things you think you can do better, and there's some things I can do better. And that's just woodworking. If you notice the shine off my patterns here, what that is clear packing tape. I found out a long time ago it makes the cutting much more easy, and it lubricates the blades and makes the blades last a lot longer than they do when you use bare wood. In case you're wondering what kind of equipment I use, I've used about every kind of blade you can possibly think of over the years, but I found out the Flying Dutchman worked the best for me. I used the scroll reverse blades in about all my fretwork, which that's what this is, and I used the Ultra Reverse in my Intarsia. I also use the Excalibur 30 scroll saw. Now, I've had this saw for several years now, and I've cut a lot with it, and it's getting pretty worn, so I'll probably be replacing it in the next year, maybe two. Over the next few videos, I really hope y'all notice that the quality is getting better. I'm new to this. This is like the third one that I'm going to post on YouTube. So it's going to take me a little while to learn this. It's a whole different ball game for me. I'm used to Facebook, still photos, and a few short videos. I'm learning as I go. Any of y'all that's on YouTube and have channels, I'll always appreciate your advice. You probably also know my pronunciation and English is not as good as most people, but I grew up in the South. I've lived in Arkansas my whole life, so I have a pretty strong Southern accent. Hopefully y'all can get past that. Like I said, these are a couple of my small color-filled crosses. About 10-15 years ago, I started making 1911 grips, and I started making the hybrid grips that use resin plus wood in. Then one day I got thinking, what would it look like if I started filling up my fretwork with different resins and colors? At first I called it hybrid fretwork, but then I thought, nah, I like color filled. So that's what I call it now. If you happen to hear my dogs barking in the background, I guess my wife just let them out in the yard. So we have like Willow, who's a rescue that we picked up at a rest area. We have Tegan, she's my corgi. You'll see her on my Facebook page. And we actually got her specifically for a pet. And then you'll see Jessie, she's our little chihuahua that we rescued over in Oklahoma. We do a lot of traveling with our puppies. We call them fur babies. But you'll probably be seeing more of them as time goes on here in the shop. Well, that's about all scrolling I'm going to do tonight. But if you're wondering what these little crosses will look like when I'm finished, let me step over here at the cabinet and I'll grab a couple and show you. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoy this, and as time goes on, I hope you have a little patience with me, because I promise my videos will get better and better. But anyway, y'all have a good evening, and I'll talk to you some other time. Bye.